into my own personal bourbon whiskey selection. That's right, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna take you guys through the tasting room, as I like to call it. In terms of storing, they look beautiful, especially at night when it's all lit up in here, but the problem is I just don't have enough space, just because I've got to stack them in there, and you'll even see on some of the glass it's starting to sag a little bit.
Hey guys, it's Nashville Mack here. Welcome to my home. I hope you enjoyed the teaser trailer for this. I have to say, watching Hack go through his beautiful home and shelving in Houston was really impressive. I really loved it, and I'm here to say that not every home and collection looks like that. While my name is, for purposes of internet and the whiskey community, Nashville Mack, I am from Nashville. I was born and raised there for 30 years. About a decade ago, I moved to Washington, D.C. So I live in Washington, D.C. in a 600 square foot apartment. It's a little different than Hack's beautiful Houston home, but you know what? We make whiskey work, right? We make it work. So today I'm gonna show you how I store my bottles in my collection and where in the heck I put things in a small apartment, because I have a few bottles. Many of you may have more, some may have less, but hey, we don't judge on that. So anyway, let's get right into it. We are actually in my main room right now. This is the, right when you walk in, you've got the kitchen, dining room area, and then you have the living room area. And right behind me is my first collection storage method. So this is sort of right in between the kitchen and the living room, where I have my espresso machine. But I also have, as you can see, a collection of whiskey under there. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna attempt to, I don't know how I'm gonna do this with the camera and with me standing here, so we're gonna try some things. I don't have the fancy camera that Hack has, because I sent it to him, frankly, but hopefully you can see in here. I'm gonna make sure this lighting's right. But here is my initial sort of espresso Nook whiskey section. You'll notice here I have my Jack Daniels. You know, I'm a Tennessee boy, so I love Jack Daniels. This is the Jack Daniels 12 batch 3 this year. I just bottle killed one, and so I'm on my second. I haven't cracked this yet, but I love this Jack 12 batch 3. And that's actually pretty awesome that this is the first bottle I'm showing you in my collection, just because I do love Jack Daniels so much. Again, we have one of the distillery only release, which is actually maybe just Tennessee release, because you can find these in the state of Tennessee, right? You can find these in the airport. I think Hack even talked about that. These are an awesome deal, and actually aren't too far off from this guy here. The twice barreled Heritage Rye from Jack Daniels, which is one of my favorite pours. It's a special pour. I love this thing. It is like a sweet cherry, like a carrot cake almost. I love it. Let's see kind of what's in the back. So like some stuff I just kind of threw in here. I've got the some of these barrel releases, which actually is a really good deal if you can find them, because especially if you haven't had barrel, I wish more distilleries would do this. The Seagrass, the Vantage, and batch 36. Back here I've got full proof 1792. Let me see if you guys can actually see that. I'm gonna Try to get a little closer here. You guys know this bottle. It's fine. I don't really drink it a lot. It's back there for a reason. It's in the back, as Hack was saying, in the back. We've got some single barrel proof rye here. Let's see here. We got the proof on this guy, 138.8 proof. I love this bottle. It is maybe the best deal on my shelf. I've got a bunch more. I've got a single barrel proof rye. I've got a couple more back there. I've got some smaller single barrels that aren't barrel proof, but that is a glance at this top shelf here. It's Jack Daniels predominantly with a random 1792 full proof in the back. But let's go down to this bottom shelf here. Make sure you guys can see this all right. Okay. So, I'm actually here on my knees. This is awkward. We got the Makers lineup. You guys know they got the Keepers release, the Heart release. I like both of those. I love this Cellar Age 24. A lot of people give the Cellar Age crap, and they say that this is better. Hack's one of them. He's wrong. I love the Cellar Age. It is crazy expensive on secondary. Don't spend that money. We've got Chattanooga whiskey, who I love. This actually is a Weeder single barrel, I think, from Sealbox. We got the Founders Chattanooga whiskey. Love me some Chattanooga. And we've got this Chattanooga, what is this? Yeah, this is the 111. This is just, if you guys don't have Chattanooga, this is a great entry point into their product. I love 111. Let's see. Let's get back in here a little more. Tumbling Dice. This is I think this is the High Rye MGP mash bill. It's a 36%. This is from, let's see, Proof from Wood, Sealbox pick. It's good. Another heavy rye mash bill, 36%. I think I got these for like $60. I think they are, let's see what the age statement is on here. It's a 6-7 year age statement on both of those. If you find these Tumbling Dice for around that price, they've got some good juice, so grab some of those. This is an Old Soul pick from the Bruzel team. This is just randomly sitting here. This Old Forester 1910. I love this bottle. I love this bottle. If you like Woodford Double Oak and you haven't had Old Forester 1910, try it and see if you like it better. All right, I'm getting sore down here. Okay. Driftless Glen. I love this stuff. This was my first Driftless Glen pickup as a single barrel from Mr. Whiskers, 110 proof of their bourbon. Let's see if we have an age. This is a 5-year. I really like it. Really impressed with Driftless Glen stuff. JT Mellick. This is 100% rice mash bill, which is crazy, but this is like a super sweet pour. Gives me Weeder vibes. I don't know if anyone else thinks that. We've got a Sealbox Green River pick. Oh, here we go. The good old times Neapolitan. This is a crazy pour. It literally tastes like your grandparents' Neapolitan ice cream, the one that had like bright pink strawberry. It's a fun pour, right? And I like it for that. All right, let's see if you can see in the back. Can you see in the back there? I don't know. This lighting's probably gonna be all off, and I'm gonna have to do something about it. From left to right, we've got the Bellmead Reserve Bourbon. New Riff, we got a single barrel there. I don't know where that's, I think that might be from a store in Nashville. We got an Ezra Brooks Stave Finish here. Let me bring that out for you. This is, let me see who picked. This was a Sherport Creators, and this is like French oak finish, and it is like Hershey's chocolate bar. We got a Blue Note Juke Joint, a single barrel from Still Austin, which, by the way, that Still Austin, that was my first Still Austin. single barrel. It was from Total Wine. It's not that good, and I kind of discounted Still Austin because of this Total Wine pick. Don't discount. I love Still Austin. What you should be discounting is Total Wine because they are trash. All right. K. Luke. Batch 10. I love some K. Luke. All right, let's see what this Chattanooga is back here. This is another single barrel. 117 proof. I forget who did this. This isn't the one that I picked with 21090, but it's still good because it's Chattanooga. And then back there in the corner, one of my favorite bottles. This is my backup. I'm a turkey guy. Wild Turkey 70th. I love this bottle so much. It is beautiful whiskey. I'm a turkey head, so I love it. All right, I'm gonna get back up here. I'm getting old. I hope you enjoyed that. I was like crouching down for a second. I hope you guys could see all that. I'm gonna have to look in post here. Might have to brighten it up. But this is my entryway, like my main area in my small apartment. My little coffee nook / whiskey nook. Jack Daniels, right? Little Maker's Mark in there, and then a bunch of random single barrels. But there we go. The one thing I might say is this next piece, I'm going to take you into my bedroom where the magic happens. This is where the rest of my whiskey goes. You know what? I'm not gonna preface it. We're just gonna go in and you're gonna see what it's like. And you know what? I thought about cleaning it up beforehand because, you know, I'm welcoming all of you lovely people into my home. But I thought, you know what? Why try to make things pristine? You need to see what it's like on a daily basis living with this amount of whiskey. And we're just gonna roll with it. So it might be a little messy, but this is my life, all right? All right, let's go. Oh, hey, welcome. Welcome to my bedroom. Let's take a look. Come on in. All right. Actually, I guess I'm gonna have to move you in. All right, here we go. We're gonna do this. Here is where the magic happens. Okay, so what the heck's happening here? Well, this is where I sit and do the Hack and Mack show, right? So that's where I sit, obviously. Don't have much room. Let's take a look and see what's happening here. Yeah, there's a bunch of samples on the ground next to a huge Glencairn glass. I was looking for samples last night. We were having a little tasting, and I just didn't put them back in there. I've got another bunch of random bottles here. Got an aged in ore bag. Let's see. Let's take a look at the desk. There's a light here. These are some of the bottles I had last night. There we go. We'll just scan on up to the Tater shelf. The old Rip Barrelhead. Hope this isn't Blair Witch Project level where everyone's getting sick, but I'm gonna put this down on the, I'm gonna put this down here and level it, and then I'm gonna talk to you guys about this whiskey. Okay, so this is basically where all of my whiskey resides, right back here, and then in that other place out there under the coffee machine. And then the rest over here is my bed that's kind of messy. But I also have a closet, and obviously that's it. Like, this is my place. So it's a little different than most of the setups, but I've got this Amazon purchased, pretty sturdy. You can see there's some little bendages happening, but let's get into some of these bottles and I'll kind of show you what's happening and what I've got, because that's why we're all here, right? So here we go. Let's go down to the ground here. Oh, God. Okay. Let's just start picking up bottles. We've got the Corbin Cash, an 8-year hazmat. That's 150 proof. And that's from my guys at 21090. This is a killer pick. Corbin Cash is awesome. If you have not checked out 21090, you have to. We love them. And they have like the best picks out there right now, I'm just being honest. We got a Nashville Barrel Company 17-year hazmat light whiskey. The reason all the hazmat's on the floor, because I just did a hazmat blind for some buds. This is the new 13th Colony Rye. This is their small batch release that just came out. It's actually really good. I had some thoughts about 13th Colony because of this guy. Wasn't a huge fan of this cast strength pick, but you know what? They're single barrels. It is what it is. Oh yeah, here we go. You may recognize this guy. This is that Sigma Moreau I just did a video on. I love this Remus pick. It is maybe the deal of the year. We got Old Fitzgerald 7 Bottle and Bond. Do not pay over MSRP, but it's a solid bottle. It's good. It was like 60 or 50 bucks, I think. Here we go. A little Kentucky Nectar. This is, I think, the best honey finish whiskey out there. I just got these in, and I just recently cracked these. These are Old Dom single barrel picks from Seal Box, and they are really solid. This is their Tennessee whiskey on the right, and then their bourbon here on the left. Great stuff. This guy's getting low. This is the Willet Purple Top 11-year Federal Hill pick. Thank you. Thank you for this gift. If you know who you are. Thank you. Okay, moving quite along here with the Rare Character Batch 2. I don't know why this is on the ground. It used to be up top. I think I was sampling this out or tasting it. I like Rare Character. How many batch? I think we're at 7th batch. I've got batch 6 up there, but I think they get a little expensive for what they are, frankly. Here we go. 21090 Chattanooga single barrel pick. I was a part of the pick team. This is my first pick. Thank you, Todd and Andy. Andy, it was awesome going out there with you, and Anthony, Katie, Ethan, Jason. We have, I'm leaving out some people. It was an awesome pick team. This is great. Oh, we got a random rum here. I am starting to get into some rum, and this Foursquare is solid. Old Grandad 7 Bottle and Bond, the new release this year. We on the Hack and Mack show, I think we blinded this and put it up against some others. I think this is like finished mid-range for me. I like the Old Fitz 7 better. New Riff 8-year bourbon. This, I love this bottle. If you put this, I put this bottle in blinds with some big hitters, it will win. This New Riff 8-year 100 proof is killer. All right, I'm gonna try to get back in here. Here we go. Okay, what do we got happen? What do we have in here? I love this bottle. This is like, Chattanooga is just, they're sneaky. Their experimental stuff is crazy. I mean, look at this. Hope you can see this here. It's just a super cool bottle. This is finished in this is infused. So this is one of their infused experimentals, the Intergalactic Comet Crusher. It's a fun pour. It's spicy, botanical, infused liqueur. And then this is their, I have not opened this yet. This is their Bourbon Barreled Limoncello. I hear awesome things about it. But yeah, Chattanooga, their stuff, as you can tell, I love them. I got another one. I got to back up. We got an Old Soul pick, 7-year Weir. I have not opened it yet. We got this awesome Asian Ore bag. I love everything Asian Ore. You see that? Let's take, this is awesome. I got to, at the 10th anniversary take event, I got to be there and was helping pour for Jay, and it was an awesome experience. So it was great to meet a lot of you folks out there. Uh-oh, you know what this is? Oh God. It's getting low. Calumet 18. This is gonna be tough to say. Let's bring it in here. I had it as whiskey of the year at one point, and I went back to it. Sorry, I know I'm shaking the camera. I'm trying to set it up here. I just gotta take a moment. Let me grab it while we talk about this. Calumet. I loved you when I first cracked you. Okay. I also, by the way, before everyone starts screaming, "That's so expensive, I can't believe you have that," and "Oh man, you're such a, you know, tater," and yes, there might be some taterism in me, but I do sample out some whiskey, right? So one of the reasons I buy some stuff like this is, yes, I want it. Yes, I want to taste it. I do what I want with my money. You do what you want with yours. And I got it, and I loved it when I first cracked it. As this has gotten lower, I tried it last week, and that cherry is very medicinal now, and the level of oak is very tannic. It knocked it down some notches. I still think this is a great pour. This pains me. I mean, nothing's worth $500. I got it for $425. It's crazy. It's the most expensive bottle I have. No whiskey is worth $425. This is a really good bottle. It's not withstanding the test of time. That's all I'm saying. That was difficult for me to say. Let's move on. All right, let's go to my, oh gosh, my bottom shelf is gonna be a nightmare. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Right now, I'm gonna bring you with me here. Okay, I'm gonna have to move some whiskey. Here we go. All right, yeah, close your ears, everyone, close your ears. This is crazy. I know, I've gotta clean this place up. Oh yeah. That is a huge ass Glencairn. I love this thing. Okay. Let's start pulling some bottles here. We got the Derby Town. This is, and the Old Anvil. These are both from Pursuit. This is their sort of harkens back to some old brands and some special releases from them. They're really great stuff. I really love being a part of the P Club. They're doing some good stuff. These are some half barrel samples, or half bottle, sorry. Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered Batch 135. Copper and Cask 718. A Party Like It's 1999 group pick. Thank you to Nathan Jerson for that. We did a little sample swap. Let me make sure that the lighting's okay on this. Is that better? Okay. King's Ryconic Honey Cask Finish. This is a twice barreled straight rye. This is that MGP 95.5. King's Family stuff is, this is my first King's Family. They're sourcing some great barrels. This rye, it is a bit more on that like dill side for me. Wasn't my top favorite, but they're doing some good stuff. Oh man, this bad boy. This is the Evernorth Essence. This is a pick from 21090, and it's the 51% rye mash bill. And this thing is one of my favorite pours of the year. It is delicious. Way to go, Andy and team 21090. I'm gonna have to speed. I don't know how many. This thing's gonna be like. This episode's gonna be like an hour and a half long if I go through every one of these barrels or bottles. So just bear with me. I don't know. I'm gonna try to speed it up. But here we go. Let's get back to it. Okay. This is Barrel Synthesis 1 collaboration with Take. This is his like Burr Rye. This is really damn good. If you like Burr Ryes and you don't want to pay for the Burr Rye that's on the market right now, gosh, who does it? What, am I forgetting the name? You know what I'm talking about, the Burr Rye that comes out every year. This is his take on it. 118 proof. It's solid. It's really good. Sealbox Beekeeper. This is a surprise. This was a surprise for me. I really love this. It is a perfectly balanced honey finish. Old Line. This is one of my faves on my shelf right now. This is Madeira finished American single malt, and I was a part of the pick team, and this is also 21090. You're gonna hear that a lot on these single barrels. This is just a delicious pour. Look at that color. If you like Madeira and you like chocolatey notes, you're gonna love that. Okay, I'm gonna dig into this bottom shelf and figure out how to do it. All right, we're on my bottom shelf. Bottom shelf for me is, it's not because it deserves to be on the bottom shelf or anything. It's just some random, I don't know how I organize things. Clearly you can tell. I just kind of throw some things different places. So I think a lot of this stuff I put down here. There's some like Tennessee. So you got Nelson Brothers here, which this is a bottle of your own. It's their first bottle of your own. It's a white corn. It's pretty good. I got the Nelson Brothers Blackbriar. That is beer finish. It's pretty interesting. And Nelson Brothers Mourvedre cask, which is like a, I think is it a fortified wine? I don't know, guys. I should have prepared myself more. It's got like port Madeira vibes. Here we go. This is my Sagamore shelf here. I love some Sagamore rye. The 9-year-old, I just cracked this the other day. Killer. I got this Manhattan finish. I love Manhattans. It's cool. And then in the back, I've got a Barrel Select Sagamore barrel. I love some Sagamore. Shout out. I know Todd and Andy love them. And if I'm grunting, it's because I'm on the ground literally talking to you. Raconteur Rye. These are awesome. This is David Jennings, Rare Bird. This is his stuff. And I think 7, 8 years. So I've got batch 2 and 3, I think, right here. Finished in Miznar casks, and he's just doing some awesome stuff. Oh, let's see here. All right, we got Revenues Reserve. This is Leaper's Fork. This is cool. This is a great bottle. There's a great story there. I'm not going to get into it today. Go check out Leaper's Fork if you're in Nashville. I got a Rittenhouse pick back there. And the Derby Town. It's part of the Pursuit stuff. By the way, Rittenhouse picks, I think it was like 25 bucks. It's an awesome deal. I tried it in the store, I haven't cracked it yet. Okay, Four Roses. Let's get this over with. This is a pick in Mississippi, in Causeway. It's good. This is Master Distiller pick. Brent Elliott himself, OESK. I've got, let's see, what is it? Anyway, you know what? I'm not a big Four Roses fan. I'm just gonna be honest. Even the distiller's pick. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I've given a lot of tries to them. It's just not. I don't know. I don't get excited about Four Roses. Okay, everyone, chill out. Pursuit. I love some Pursuit. This Liquor Zone. Shout out Liquor Zone Houston. Hack. You killed it with this pick. This is amazing. I love it. What do we got here? We got a Starlight Double Oak. And we've got a Starlight Take selection. Starlight picks are hit and miss for me. I really love the Take pick. The Sealbox pick, I'm not as high. I think Starlight is, I think they're good. I think it's just so varied for me. All right. This is my Pursuit corner. Again, we love some Pursuit. I got this Double Oak Rye. This is from Mash and Journey Whiskey Club. This Pursuit Double Oak Rye is unbelievable. This thing blows me away every time I crack it. Back there, what do we have? We have there a triple mash bourbon, which is really cool. I've got another Double Oak Rye. I've got the cognac cask rye that they just came out with. This is killer. This is killer. I've got more. Okay. Oh yeah, this is Diamond Dave. Shout out Diamond Dave. Dave Vogelzon, you're the man. 21090 pick. This is it's a great pick. All right, let's move on up here. All right, we're now at shelf 2. We've got another 21090 pick from the Evernorth Essence, guys. This is their bourbon, right? Yeah, solid, great pick. Remus Repeal Reserve. This is batch 8. Sorry, I'll put it right there. You can see it. I dig the Remus Repeal Reserve batch 8. If you can get it for like 80 bucks, it's worth it. If it, don't pay over that. I got some Larceny Barrel Proof C923. This is a very slept on bottle. Everybody talks about C923 Elijah Craig, which I agree. Was awesome. That Larceny that year was great too. Okay, here we go. Private Barrel Toasted. And I'm not talking about the toasted, you know, small batch. This is the toasted barrel proof. These are all picks, and if you find one, buy them. This is an 8-year. I think I have a 9-year around here. It's killer. Killer. All right, let's just go through this top side. You know, this is my old Forster. I love some old faux. I got the Bourbon Rye 117. So good, so good. King Ranch, thank you to Hack. This is that Texas release of Old Forester through Mesquite. I like it. I got a Nestor Liquor pick, Old Forester single barrel. Got the 1924. And then I got these guys. President's Choice Rye. My barrel's number 20 on that rye, for those interested. I was really lucky this year on the online drop, and I was able to get them both on the online drop, so I did not pay secondary prices because they're already up there. I've seen these bottles going for crazy. They're delicious. Again, it's not worth some of the secondary. I mean, I know I'm a sucker. Sometimes I pay it, but I wasn't paying it for that, and I got lucky. All right, what else do I have? Still Austin. This is the 6-year Red Corn Ball and Bond that was released this year. It is one of my favorite bottles on my shelf. Thank you, Hack, again for finding this. It is, I'm wowed by this bottle. This Red Corn is just killer. We've got Star Hill Farm. I got that, the Maker's Drop. Awesome bottle. Again, this going for crazy prices secondary. I wouldn't pay more than, I think it was like $120. It's pushing it on that for me, but it is such a killer drinkable pour. Circle City. Thank you, Tim. This is an MGP 21% rye, 11.5-year and 9-year cask strength. Circle City's awesome, doing some awesome stuff. Thank you, Tim, for that. Okay. Let's see here, what else do I got? I think I got the Crittendens. I also got some Still Austin. Let me talk Still Austin. This is Hack's pick from Liquor Zone. I haven't cracked this yet, Hack. I gotta get on it. Got a Nancy's pick from May. Thank you again to Hack. Killer. Crittendens. I love some Crittendens. You can see I've got the Bottle and Bond. I've got a single barrel. This single barrel, let me give props to, yeah, Brutally Honest. This is a killer pick. Toasted Pecan is lovely. I got the Mothman back here. You see on that right, that is the Frank August Weeded case study number 5. Is that what they call it? This one was getting some props from some awards. I think it's good. I don't think it blows me away. I think it's expensive. And then this one. This is a bottle your own. Don't know if you could tell that says there. The Flood, baby. We were visiting, and at Nashville Barrel Company, you literally unhook a little spigot in the barrel, and then you close it. Something happened with the spigot after we touched it. This was not our fault. And it just started shooting out everywhere. I mean, literally, like, bourbon was going everywhere. And this is it's a honey finish MGP, finished in a Blanton's barrel, and it was just going everywhere. And so we were running around helping and just filling up bottles, and that's where this came from. So I called it the Flood. That's that second shelf. Let's keep moving. I hope everyone's not tuning out yet. There's still a lot more to go, baby. Oh, this is tiring me out. Why? God, I gotta get to the gym. I'm just sitting here talking and crouching. Okay, Detling. Detling shelf. Well, not the whole shelf, but I love me some Detling. On the far right, you see the rye. This, guys, was a special release this year at Spillway, and I was lucky to be able to meet Seth, and I grabbed that bottle. I think that bottle is $250. A lot of people are saying stuff about the price, Detling, the availability of Detling. I say Seth can do whatever the hell he wants because he's killing it. And I love that rye. It's great. Again, these are all picks. Again, this is Angel Share here in Maryland. Let's see, I think 3 of them are. One I got off Seal Box, and then this other one I got a Spillway. So that's my Detling. Okay, let's move some stuff around here. See, this is good. I'm gonna be able to clean my place here. Okay. Ass Pocket, baby. That Ass Pocket whiskey. This is that 15-year Buff Turkey. It's not bad. It's low proof. It's not bad. I wouldn't pay for it again. Knob Creek. We've got the 120 proof. This is El Cerrito. Nestor, beam me up, Scotty. This is the cast strength 122. I've got a couple other cast. I love these Knob Creek cast strength picks that they're starting to do this year. They used to, for those who don't know. Cast strengths are all the picks were proof down to 120. They're now, this is 122.1. They're now starting to release them at actual cast strength. Good job, Beam. We love these. We love these. I got another Chattanooga. This is my pick with Teuton 90's pick. Thank you for inviting me. I got B521 Elijah Craig, and I got a 9-year toasted barrel strength, which again, that's killer. This is Widow Jane Lucky 13. Thanks to Nathan Jurgensen for that, man. This is a special bottle. This is a special bottle you cannot find anywhere but here. Is it focusing? I don't know. I hope it is. Yes. That is my cigar batch that I blended myself. And if you can see the blend, it's special. I put a bunch of random stuff in it. We're gonna see how that turns out. It's been in there for like 6 months. We got the Old Rick Kentuckiana, 120 proof, batch 1. This stuff is good. Cox's Creek does some good stuff. Wait, is that Cox's Creek? Am I wrong? No. What's Old Rick? It is Cox's Creek. Okay, thank you. Not crazy. Nulu. Tim and I went to Nulu. We did the tour, tried some of the barrels, and this is their rye double oak. Finished for 3 years, so a total of 9 years. It's solid. Look at this color. You see that color? We got the Bardstown Origin Series Bottle and Bond killer for the price. That's Oak Bowery 1. If you know, you know. What is this? Oh, is this Minix Rye? Yeah, this is Minix Rye Pick Chattanooga whiskey. Yeah. And this, another Cox's Creek pickup. This is a 11-year Beam product that is finished in a Buff Turkey barrel. Bourbon Bill, eat your heart out. You would love this. Maybe a sample's coming your way. I know I keep saying that. Back there, short barrel, cigar batch number 2. I love it. All right, let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. I got to do a lot of cleaning up here. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I don't know if it's taking too long or what. You guys, oh God, this is stressful. Okay. Peerless, baby. I got a Peerless problem, as you can tell. Peerless, being in Washington, D.C., we're one of like the 3 places you can get delivery. That is why every time, and then this is all your fault. Houston basement dweller folks, you sending me too much Peerless. It's your fault, and you're the reason I buy it all. These are beautiful. Maybe I'll just try to get the camera here a little closer. Sorry, Blair Witch Project in it up. Strawberry Parfait. Cigar Bar. Lemon Bundt Cake. Cherry Sour. Look at the color on some of these. Baked Alaska. I haven't cracked this one yet. And buttered biscuits with orange marmalade. I love, oh yeah, here we had one more over here. This is one of my favorites, blackberry shortbread. Peerless is incredible. So for those who don't have any Peerless single barrel, these are distillery releases. They are all single barrel releases, and they have all these names. They're not finished. They're not finished whiskeys, but they these are the distiller notes. So super clever marketing. For the most part, they're right. I think this lemon bundt cake, I don't know, I think maybe Hack, you have this one too, but I think we said this, if you did not tell me lemon bundt cake was a note, I probably wouldn't get it in there. Still a killer whiskey. All right, let's keep rolling. I've got another Peerless pick back here. I've got their toasted bourbon and their double oak bourbon too. So I love me some Peerless. Watch all this thing just fall down while I do this. Like it's on its last legs. What else do we have? Barrel, 10 years of take. This is a 10-year product from Barrel. This was the 10-year celebration of take. One of the bottles that came with the package, finished in French oak, ruby oak, and Amaro cask. This is a really interesting pour. Little tannic, like a lot of finish in there, some tannic. I need to come back to it. Okay, we got the Heaven Hill Grain to Glass bourbon back there. We've got last year's and this year's. I am kind of out on buying these grain to glasses. They are expensive and not worth it compared to the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond. Okay, Old Soul Tintype. This is Old Soul. This is their this is MGP, and it is a 7-year MGP. It's great. It's a great bottle. Oh, okay. We got a weeded Green River back there. We got Ben Holiday. This is Take's pick. It is, yeah, this is just their straight bourbon whiskey. Short barrel. This is a seal box pick. It's killer. Everything short barrel, everything that Clinton and them at Short Barrel are doing, I am loving it. Also, you want to talk about price? For an NDP, non-distilling producer, right? So that is someone who sources whiskey and sources barrels and releases them. They're doing it right, and their pricing is better than any other pricing out there of any NDP. And I have not had a subpar product yet from them. Killing it. Okay. This is sneaky. So this is Old Fourth. This Short Barrel bought Old Fourth in Atlanta. So this is Short Barrel, but it's the barrels that they had from Old Fourth. This is a 12-year MGP, and it is delicious. It is. I pull this out, and I put it up against and you can put it up against a lot of heavy hitters, and I'm saying that a lot tonight, but you know, that 12-year MGP from Atlanta, whatever they're doing down there is working. Murray Hill Club, this is just the regular, not the special one. I would love to have that special release. Murray Hill Club, I hear it's awesome. We've got the Old Fourth, so again, that's the same. It is finished in Oloroso Sherry for 2 years. This one, look at this color. If you like sherry, you'll like it. It's a little sherry forward. Maybe that's, so I said there's not a miss from Short Barrel. I don't know if that's a miss, it's just not something I'm reaching for. This might be one of my favorite things from Short Barrel, and it's their double oaked, and it's the Tennessee Market pick. Killer. All right, let's keep rolling. We're up to the top shelf of this shelf, and one of my favorite shelves. Am I like breathing heavy? God, I'm like old and, oh God. Look at this. Okay. Yeah, there's some droopage right there. I'm gonna have to look into that. This is my top shelf. This is mostly like where the taller bottles go, or like maybe some of the fancier ones, Reveries. If you've had a Reveries, you know. If you haven't, you will hear about them soon, because this is, you've heard me talk about Take J West. This is his brand that he launched, and under his Reveries brand name. These are all single barrels, so these are 9-year single. I've got a 10-year, the 14-year, and the 16 years. We can kind of go through, but again, these are all so good. Let's see, this 16-year, now we can see that. That's 140 proof. This is 16-year. It is distilled in Frankfurt and aged in Lawrenceburg. So you can guess what that is. I'm gonna start taking some of these down so you can see behind it. We got the Found Norths coming. We got the Found Norths. I am a huge fan of Found North. We just did on Hack and Mack our Found North super fan with Andrew, and learned a ton from Andrew about Found North. If you have not had Found North, see more. I got more Reveries back here. Good God, I got a problem. I got a problem, y'all. Raven batch 1 and 2, just killer, just killer. I'm so sad. Look at that. That's batch 1. It's getting low. Honestly, that could be whiskey of the year. It really could for me. We're gonna be putting. Oh God, I can't even. You guys need. I'm like tripping over sample bottles. Damn it. Okay. Found North, batch 11, Helldiver, the 10 years of Take. I got 2 of those. I love that bottle, and the Hoverhawk. Killer. Go watch our stream from last Sunday, 2 Sundays ago. You'll see if you want to find out a little more about Found North. It's just killer stuff. We got batch 7, rare character. This one was fine. Didn't blow me away, but I need to get back to it. All right, Caleb's Crossing. Let's get into this. Fancy little medallion here. Dual cask finish. Caleb's Crossing bourbon finished in Pinot de Charance and Armagnac casks. This is from David Jennings, Rare Bird 101. This is a really great pour, and God, it keeps banging. This is an example of a finish that is very light. And I love that about it. It's not trying to mask anything. And I think David did just an incredible job of showing how delicate a finish can be and adding to the flavor. So, great job, David. We got the Penelope Corner, 9 and 10 year, which I don't know, they're fine. They're fine. Marshmallow Toast, it's fine. This is special. This is a rare character, straight rye finished in toasted American oak. This is again selected by Take. This is just a really cool pour. Look at that color. Look at that color. We got the Calumet 16. I love that. I love that bottle. I got that bottle for like $110 all day. All right, we're to the Fiddler. We love Fiddler. If you haven't had any of the Fiddler ASW stuff, try some, but go and watch our super fan with Ed, who's our ASW super fan. We learned a ton from Ed about Fiddler, and I love some Fiddler. Or sorry, ASW and Fiddler. I've got the Georgia Heartwood, I got the Toasted, I got the Antique back there. They are just, these bottles, those 3 bottles I just named, are just such a great deal. Old Louisville. This is Tim and I when we visited New Lou and Old Louisville. This is the 10-year double oaked, and I think this is this is MGP. It's delicious. Bottle your own. All right, in the back here, here's a special little bottle. Southern Spirits, never happened. That's all I can say about this. This is some light whiskey. I love Southern Spirits. Shout out Southern Spirits. If you're in Nashville, go. It is, if you're a real whiskey lover, it is the place to go because you're pulling from barrels. We love, sorry, Southern Collective, yeah, I think I said it. I've got a rare character pick from Schneider's here in Washington, D.C. that's killer. I got all my Nashville barrels back here. I've got a 6, 7, 8, no, I've got an 8, 9, 10, all good. And then this is the Sealbox 20, batch 1, cast strength American light whiskey, which is my favorite. And it is hazmat. It's the best light whiskey I have, and I have a few of them. All right. Team, how are we doing? I'm going long. Let me just see. Okay. I took the hat off. I'm sweating. I don't know why. Am I that out of shape to just talking about whiskey gets me huffing and puffing? Okay. We're going over to the Tater shelf. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna film this. 1 second. Be right back. Okay, I'm definitely gonna get some shit for this. This is, these are bottles that I don't go to a lot, that are like, or that I have doubles of, that are shelfers, and I just needed some place to put it. Yes, I know that light is weird, annoying. I use it for accent lighting behind me for the show, and it's also kind of dark in here. I'm not gonna get into those. That's too much for today. Also, that Penelope Cigar Sessions sucks. All right. I need to put some more light on this. I'll be back. And we're back. All right, that should light it up a little better. This shelf, it's a struggle. As you can tell, I got these little like shelf stabilizers. This was a bad purchase. I'm gonna pay for this one day. I'm gonna be filming Hack and Mack, and this thing's gonna fall down behind me. But this is what I'm dealing with. All right, let's go down. I will show you what is in the bottom shelf. Okay. This is sitting on the ground. This is the Bardstown, their single barrel, 8.5 year release, master distiller pick. Incredible. It came with this, which is the Reserve. I'm in that club. I'm only in that club. I'm not in any other clubs, okay? So I love Bardstown. Here's a little bottle that came with that. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's the Cathedral French Oak. I had this at the distillery. I got to taste it, and I loved it. I'm gonna wait for something special to crack this. Okay, more bottles. More bottles. The K. Luke's right in front of us. That is the 21090 picks. They're killing it with their picks. This is, I think, some of the first release K. Luke single barrels. We got basically, let's see, double oak, so finished in a Kelvin, and then a rye finished in PX Sherry, and these are both just killer. I can't get you down here. I'm gonna go over this top shelf and then I'll go to the bottom shelf. How about that? Whiskey Tree. This is New Orleans. Really cool place if you're there. Go tour it. Some cool people. This is, I think, MGP. That's finished in, oh gosh, what is this finish? What's that? It's cane syrup. There's a special name for this cane syrup in New Orleans. Keens? Am I saying that? Did I get that right? Keens? This is okay. I'm gonna have to come back to it. Starlight VDN. This is great. This is a great bottle. Nice VDN finish. In the back here, can you guys see this? Okay, I don't know if it's too dark or what. We've got, let's see, maybe I'll put another light on it. We've got the Jefferson's Reserve here. And the Eleanor. So this is Jefferson's Reserve. This is this year's cast strength release that some people have called Whiskey of the Year. Hack and I tried it, and I think we were maybe a little, like, maybe it was just built up for us. I think if you wouldn't have hyped it at all, I would have liked it, you know, more. I think it's a great bottle. I think for the price, 130 proof, I think it was like 60 bucks. I think it's good value. I don't know, I wasn't crazy about it. Eleanor. This is a sherry finish. This is maybe the darkest finished whiskey I have. Whiskey Tribe on YouTube. Eleanor, this is their baby. They do some awesome stuff. I'm gonna not be able to pull out all this stuff. There we go. Put some more light. We got the Saffel. I love some WB Saffel. It's turkey. We're about to go up to the turkey shelf here. Smoke Eye Hill. For some reason, I got two of them. They're good. Let's see. Old Kirk. I think this is Willet Juice. 6.5 years here. If you see an Old Kirk, pick it up if you like Willet. We got more Holiday Soft Red Wheat. I got a Baker 7 back there. Bond and Lillard, more turkey. I got a James E. Pepper decanter bottle. Lemons and Rye. This is the Take port finished rye. Oh man, this kicks Midwinter Night's Dram's ass. All right, so that's that shelf. I've got to get to the bottom shelf here so you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. Here is a look. We got a Found North single barrel, Seal Box 9, and it's okay. This, oh God. Shit, okay. This is the worst purchase. This was dumb. This is World Whiskey Society. It is terrible. It is a drain pour and it was expensive. Nulu. This is a Take pick, a single barrel. It is killer. We got a Rebel Full Proof. I think this is, yeah, the Share Pour Creator. Okay. We got some Cedar Ridge single malt. This is Mash and Drum. Love Mash and Drum. Jason. This is their pick. And it was my first Cedar Ridge. I was not blown away. It may just be my palate preference. Seal Box 8. These are kind of misses. They were misses. I got a E.H. Taylor small batch. I got a Seal Box 10. Redwood Empire. Let's see, we got a Rolling Fork rum. Not as good as the other rum I was telling you about earlier. We got the Emerald Giant Cask Strength. We got the Darts, baby. That Lasso Motel. I got a Rye 3 back there. I've got a Wild Turkey 8 year. We won't go pulling all those out, but some of those in the back I just don't reach to as much, or they're backups. All right, let's get moving up the Tater shelf. What do you think? So yeah, now we're getting towards the end of my collection here. I hope you're enjoying this. This is, I think for me, kind of, I've never really done this, right? Like going back through all my bottles, I have a lot. It's really interesting to kind of think like what you may have like wasted money on, or like what you would, if you could go back, what are some of the things you'd purchase? If I could go back, I would just dedicate myself to this shelf. This is my Wild Turkey shelf. Oh, also shout out Chattanooga Whiskey for their Glencairn holder. I love Wild Turkey. Get another light on it here for you. I think this is the LLME. I don't know what this screw is. That is not a good sign that there's a random screw there. This is the last little bit of my Wild Turkey 12. Wild Turkey 70th. I got another 70th. We got the 8 year back here. We got a Kentucky Spirit C&E. Let me move some of this so you can see this shelf. I love this shelf. It's my favorite shelf. Distiller from this year, a Distiller Selection single barrel. I got the rare breed. You gotta have the rare breed, y'all. Come on, represent. I don't know if you know this guy. That's a Russell 15. I love it, obviously. Barrel King. This is an Into Alls pick from the Into Alls pick team, and I think Wes Milligan does some awesome stuff. This was a pick that he did with Barrel King. This is turkey juice at cast strength. I think it's 8 years. It's delicious. Okay, we got 2 more picks. Russell's picks back here. This is special. That right there. This is a Dusty Wild Turkey 12. I'm waiting on a special moment to crack this. I do not know yet when I will do this, but just look at this color. This might be my favorite bottle, my collection. All right, that is the Wild Turkey shelf. Hope everyone is still enjoying this. I appreciate you sticking with me as we go up the Tater shelf. This, I think, would probably be the Tater shelf of shelves, right? This is a Buffalo Trace, so this is another Glen holder. I've got too many Glens. Okay. We got the Blanton's line up here. Gold, a single barrel, and then we've got the straight from the barrel. What is this? Okay. If you couldn't get any more Tater, I got Pappy cigars for you, okay? We got Eagle Rare 10, single barrel. We got the Smeagol Rare, if you know, you know the Smeagol Rare. I got a Buffalo Trace pick. That's a Bowman single barrel back there. Weller Antique. I got the Older Rip 10. I got an Old Stag Junior pick. I think this is batch 16 back there. And then I got 24C. The 2 Weller Antiques 107, one is non-chill filtered. So I actually did a video on trying those side by side. So what is a regular Weller 107 shelfer next to a non-chill filter? It was actually really interesting. I found the non-chill filter to be significantly better. Maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me. All right, let's see. We are to the final shelf, everyone. I'm gonna try to bring it back here because you've just been staring at bottles this whole time. I don't know if you actually want to stare. I don't know if you actually want to look at me. I wouldn't. I'm tripping on bottles. Okay. Oh, my hair. What the heck's going on? Okay. This top shelf is sort of my, I guess, my oldest whiskey, and then sometimes I just throw things up here, so there's no real. Shout out David Jennings, I said him a lot. Rare Bird. This is his book, American Spirit, about wild turkey. This is awesome. I don't know if you guys can see this glare. Hold on, you got to see this. This is a gift from Veronica. Thank you, Veronica. A prohibition prescription for whiskey. How cool is that? That might be like one of the coolest things I own. Thank you so much, Veronica. That's so thoughtful. Super cool to have on the bar, right? Just everyone, just my reserve card. Just, you know, you got to have one of those. I don't even know what this is. I know this is a top shelf whiskey. I think this is Michter's 10 Bourbon 24. All right, I had a battery go out, just had to change it. Okay, so we're back. Top shelf. I don't know why this is up here. This is batch 2, CO Box 15. This is a buff turkey. It's fine. This is another buff turkey. It's fine. Yes, I bought a couple buff turkeys. Everyone chill out. If I could go back, I might have made a different decision on how many buff turkeys. We're gonna move on. Michter Barrel Strength Rye Whiskey. This is from this year. 25 BO397. This is delicious. We got Baker's 13. No, mine wasn't great. I'm gonna save this guy here. Elijah Craig 18. Best nose in whiskey. Most disappointing palate. I mean, I like it. Hack hates it. I don't hate it. I don't know, Elijah. I mean, I guess for the price, yes. I think it's a great pour. I think Hack just likes to hate on it. I don't know. Evan Williams 12. This is a distillery only or Japanese market. Same for this guy. This is a Four Roses. What do they call this one? Super premium. How beautiful is that bottle? It's a screw top too, which is crazy. I mean, this is super low. I think this is like 80. What is this proof? 87? I can't even read it. I think this is 87 proof. But it is super viscous. It's a beautiful pour. This Hardin's Creek Claremont. This is maybe it's in my top 5 bottles that I own. Hardin's Creek Claremont. This is delicious. I got this for like $160 off the shelf at a store that, sorry, I'm not even talking in the camera, at a store that had like Eagle Rare for 120, and then they had this for like MSRP. It's so crazy what some stores do. And then a Knob Creek Dusty Cast Strength 120. I think this is like 2000s. I don't know. Is that still Dusty? I don't know. And then this guy, Elijah Craig 12, Dusty. Look at this. Would you look at that? Look at this color. I think this is from the early 2000s as well. This could be older. I should know that. But again, that's my selection. Welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. Welcome to my home. Thank you for visiting. If you're ever in DC, hit me up. I need some help to drink some of this stuff. I also, just look at this. Look what I got to do now. I've got a lot of work to do. But thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed the hunt through my apartment. It's messy. It's all crammed together, but it's fun. As Hack said, whiskey should be fun. I've really enjoyed getting to know a lot of you in the community. I look forward to getting to know you more. Again, like, subscribe, tune into Hack and Mack on Sunday nights. We like to have fun, pour some whiskey. We'd like to learn from you too. Like, what are you liking? What do you think? What do you think of my selection? Was it as messy as you thought? More messy? Could you live like this? I can. Do you like my selection? What were your favorites? Really interested to hear that. But I'm gonna go clean this place up. Thanks a lot. Cheers.